Welcome back to Delmarva Sports Insider. NFL playoffs are right around the corner, and this is the last week of the regular season.
Yeah, Anthony, some teams are still playing for playoff seeding. They're playing for their lives, but there are some other teams that don't have a whole lot to play for, like the Philadelphia Eagles.
Yes, the Philadelphia Eagles are not playing for anything this week against their NFC arch rival, the New York Giants. That's why they're resting Saquon Barkley, and he will not have a chance to break Eric Dickerson's single season rushing record that he achieved back in 1984 with the Los Angeles Rams. Barkley was only 101 yards away from that record. Besides Barkley out, then Jalen Hurts, he's not playing, wide receiver A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith. And most of all, the offensive line, they're not playing either. But head coach Nick Sirianni is resting his players, and he's not concerned about this week, but next week when they have a playoff game. They will be the number 2 seed.
And for the Commanders, they clinched a playoff berth last week with their win against the Atlanta Falcons. This is the first time they've won 11 games since 1991. Fans will remember that 91 season. It's the last time Washington won the Super Bowl. They have a chance to get to 12 on Sunday against the Dallas Cowboys. If they win, they could secure the 6th seed in the NFC instead of settling for that 7th seed. If they did get that 7th seed, that would send them to Philadelphia for Wild Card Weekend. Tough spot to be in. Washington has won 4 straight games. Last game they lost before this win streak, it was to Dallas at home. They'll be without cornerback Marshawn Lattimore, who they traded for midseason, as they try to get their revenge and cement their playoff position against Dallas. And the Baltimore Ravens have a rematch with the Cleveland Browns this coming Saturday.
This game is very important as the Ravens want to clinch the division and do so with a victory. The Ravens battled the Browns in Week 8 but lost 29-24. Lamar Jackson had a good day, but it was not enough. He threw for 289 yards and 2 touchdowns. He ran for 46 yards. Lamar Jackson and his team has a lot of momentum as 9 players were selected to the Pro Bowl this week. The Ravens are 11-5 on the season. The Ravens are well rested as their last game took place on Christmas night in Houston. They won 31-2. The Ravens will play the Browns at 4 o'clock at home at M&T Bank Stadium on Saturday.
I've got to tell you, Anthony, I want to go back to the Eagles for a second. I'm sure that Saquon Barkley would tell you, he doesn't care about the records and his personal stats. He just wants to win. But I feel bad for him, He has a chance to do something historic, break Eric Dickerson's record. But his team's doing so well that he's not going to have a chance to, break that record and set that for himself.
I think Nick Sirianni is looking at last year when they had all the momentum. They had the victories, those 10 wins, and everybody thought they were going to the Super Bowl. And so this year they really have a chance. They have, really that momentum as I'm mentioning. But Saquon is really, I think, the heart of that team. And if he gets injured, Sirianni knows that they do not have a chance to reach that Super Bowl. So that's a smart move. Barkley's a team player, and he'd rather have a ring on his finger than a rushing title. So we'll have to see. But maybe next year Barkley can break that rushing record. But like I said, all those Philadelphia Eagles fans, what they care about is another Super Bowl. And this year it's in New Orleans, and they want to be there.
I want to go to New Orleans, too. We'll stick around. We've got your WMDT Sports Athlete of the Week. That's coming up next on the Delmarva Sports Insider.
This is David Hearn, head football coach at Delmarva High School, and you're watching Delmarva Sports Insider.